There's a couple things that you need to make sure that you have. One, that you have a system that actually allows you to facilitate this program. So you have the software to be able to do this. And this comes along the lines of programs like 5-Star. You can implement that. You can also implement it through many of your POS systems. What's up, everybody? We're back here for another episode of Business Bites. And today I want to talk to you guys about your loyalty rewards program. You know, this conversation has come up, especially with it being the beginning of the year. A lot of our clients are looking at retooling and reworking some of their things. And often one of the things that people don't think about is their loyalty rewards. And, you know, I've talked about this at nausea with the other podcasts, talking about the importance of leveraging your rewards program to acquire customer data. You know, so many people have the wrong mindset about their rewards program. They think that they are giving something away to customers, that it's purely just there for a loyalty to the loyalty rewards for their customers. But the reality is you have to shift how you're thinking about your loyalty rewards and understand that if you are just giving people a discount or a free item and you're not using the contact information that you're collecting from them, then yes, you are just giving it away. But if you act like an e-commerce business, which is often how I evaluate restaurants, is looking at how do they think about leveraging the tools that e-commerce businesses use, right? Because e-commerce really pioneered many of these systems and strategies digitally. And so we as restaurants need to go and implement these into our business. So if you think about it like an e-commerce business, then you'll realize that when you are giving something away, a discount, a reward, whatever it is, that you need to be asking for something in exchange, meaning you are asking for contact information. And if you understand the value of that data, then you'll understand that giving away rewards to your customers that continuously visit your restaurant is not only good for them, but more importantly, it's great for your restaurant because you're going to use that information to continuously market to them over and over and over again. But I'm telling you, most restaurants are not doing this. And on average, this is a statistic here in the United States, the average restaurant that implements email and SMS marketing sees a 39% lift in revenue. Do you need more revenue in your restaurant? Well, then this is what you're going to need to implement. And it really starts with the rewards program because that is what's going to be your offer to attract people in. And so let's talk about the loyalty rewards program in a whole. There's a couple things that you need to make sure that you have. One, that you have a system that actually allows you to facilitate this program. So you have the software to be able to do this. And this comes along the lines of programs like 5-Star. You can implement that. You can also implement it through many of your POS systems. Toast, Clover, many of them have a built-in reward system that you can leverage. Now, the key here is that you train your staff on how to use this. And then the second part is that you train your staff as well as your customers on why they should be joining this. So your staff needs to be trained on why the customers need to join this and how to sell it. And then your customers need to be trained on why they need it, right? And so one of the things that we really like doing, especially our quick service restaurants, is setting up counter displays. You know, there's a lot of restaurants that have a rewards program, but they don't advertise it. And so then they go, my rewards program doesn't work. And the problem is that you don't have proper education at your front counter. And so you expect your staff to sell. And at a QSR restaurant, it's quick service, right? So you got to be moving them in and out, and you potentially may have a line, and people aren't able to see that. So then when it says join our rewards, they just click skip because they think we're just giving our contact information. We're not getting anything. So having a nice counter display that actually promotes your rewards program, but also educates the customer on what is included in it and the opportunities that are there. You know, a reward system that I think is phenomenal is Starbucks. And they've done a very simple strategy here. It's for every dollar you spend, you get so many points or so many stars, And as you get these, you earn these stars, those equate $2 off on your orders, right? Many of them are broken down by, you know, if you have 50 stars, you get this. If you have 100 stars, you get this, right? But reality is you can use those stars to transact anything, right? So it really becomes a $1 off amount. And they've set it up in a way that incentivizes and has gamified their customers into wanting to do this more. They also leverage push notifications, which I've talked about in nausea as well. They use push notifications to notify people of double star days, so where people can order double them or win double the amount of points by simply doing what they were already going to do. And often they do these at slow points throughout the day. And so they do it at, from like 2 until 4. Those tend to be their slower hours. So if they can incentivize people to come in and spend money when they're typically slow, this helps them increase the amount of revenue that they're driving in these periods that they're typically slower. So, the key is now setting up your actual system, your rewards program that is something that interests your customers. And so like we talked about with Starbucks, it's something that actually it gets people excited. And a lot of restaurants, unfortunately, go and set up their rewards program to be in a way that they are giving away the items that they don't sell. They go, you know what I'm going to throw on there is this item because we don't sell much of it. But you got to think, if you're giving away your most unpopular items, your low sellers, then that's not going to incentivize any customer to go, wow, I want to join this because I'm going to get the plate that I never want, right? And too many people are doing this. They think of their rewards as a way to get rid of their low value items, their low moving items. And that is absolutely the wrong way to think about it. You should be giving away items that people desire, things that get people excited. Could be a free cocktail or and you have to be careful about cocktails depending on your ABC license or your ABC rules. But you could be giving away a free appetizer or, something that gets people excited. And, it could be a free dessert, right? That's something people always love. But you need to make sure that you're giving away the good items, the items that get people excited. And I think that's the number one thing that you can focus on is giving away items that people actually enjoy. Now, there's a really important part on the back end that you need to make sure you do. And this is why we stress so often to restaurants is understanding your numbers. Because if you don't understand your financial numbers of your business, then you may be giving away items that, while they may be popular, may be low margin for you. Meaning that you're giving away more profit than you should be, right? And so a lot of times we like to look at high margin items that are extremely popular and putting those on the rewards program. And so this is really key to having a successful rewards program is you have to give away value to people. Just because you're giving something away does not mean it's valuable to the customer. And so the most important thing that you can do when thinking about what items to put on your rewards program is thinking about what value do I bring to my customer while still retaining value within my business. And there is a fine line between the two of them. But if you're using your unpopular items to put in your rewards program, you can't expect people to be excited to use the rewards program and be a member of your rewards program, which ultimately will impact your overall marketing because you're getting less customer data, which means you are marketing to less people. And so if you really want to get people in, you have to set up clear marketing for your rewards program. So this can be social media posts. This can be like display stands at your front counter. This could be tabletop tents at your tables. This could be QR code stickers on your tables as well. This could be signage on your door. There's so many things where you can put this, your website as well. There's so many places around your restaurant and around your digital restaurant that you can put this out to help promote it, but also educate your customers on why they need to join and make it, and this is the final part, make it really easy to join, right? So if you have a QR code, it should go right to your join our loyalty rewards program now. You want to make it really simple for people to join, and you don't want them to have to question, what did I just sign up for, right? And so that's why the in-store and online marketing of this is so important to properly educating, and then make sure that it's really easy for them to join, and make sure that the value that they're going to receive by signing up is something that gets them excited and gets them going. With my business that I used to have, GoFresh, we were in store, but we also had a big online ordering presence. In fact, it was about 75% of our business was done through online ordering. While we had a lot of walk-in, those were one-off items. We sold volume of items to people, right? We had people that were buying anywhere from 10 to 25 meals per week from our ordering system. So a majority of our business came through our online platform. And one of the things that I really learned in that period is making it really simple for people to join our rewards, whether it was online or in person, was so critical. And so what we did was we had clear and easy steps to how to join, what you get, and then how to redeem. And if you can make it so simple where people don't have to think about it, and they just go this, boom, steps 1, 2, and 3, and I'm in. And now they can start earning, right? And then make sure that you continuously market to them about staying engaged with the rewards. So you can do things like you're only 25 points away from your next reward, right? You can do different promotions through your reward system where it actually auto triggers out messages to your customers to help them get excited to then go and purchase again. And when you think about this, this gets people then wanting to come back for another order. And, one thing, and I kind of blanked on a second ago, I forgot to mention this, with my company GoFresh, when we were running it, one thing that we really learned too is that when we gave away promotions like 10% off, very few people actually use them because it just doesn't get people excited, right? So you have to make sure that you're using a discount or an offer that gets people excited. In this current day and age, people don't get excited for anything less than 25% off. And so that's why for restaurants, I really like doing things like free items or dollars off because they have a better perceived value from the customer than doing a percent off, right? They have to do the math in their head. What's 25% of $10? Simple math obviously would be $2.50, but not many people think like that. And so you really want to think about, hey, I'm going to give you $1 off for every, 100 points you get or whatever it is. They can do simple math in their head and quickly realize this is value for them. So when you're thinking about structuring your overall loyalty rewards, think about bringing value to your customer while also maintaining value for yourself. So to summarize this, I want to keep these podcasts short. To summarize this, you need to make sure that you have a system that can facilitate a rewards program. And that includes not only being able to acquire the contact information, but being able to manage that contact information. And 3, being able to market to that contact information. Number 2, you need to make sure that you have educational pieces of content throughout your restaurant to be able to promote and educate your customers on your rewards program and how to use it, and also how to sign up. And number 3, you need to bring value to your customers with what is inside of your rewards program. These are 3 essential steps to setting up an effective loyalty rewards program for your restaurant. So if you guys are serious about really growing your restaurant, you have to implement a loyalty rewards program so that you can acquire customer data, so that you can continuously market it to them, and then ultimately drive the lifetime value of every single customer that comes through your restaurant. We can't just think about acquiring new customers because there's only so many new people in your local market that want to come into your restaurant. But if we can think about squeezing everything out of that sponge, getting more and more and more out of each customer by continuously marketing to them, you're going to see a significant increase in your revenue and customer loyalty because people are continuously coming back. And when people continuously come back, they tend to tell more and more people about their favorite restaurants, which ultimately means more and more business coming to you at a very low cost. So with that, guys, I hope you found value in this podcast. If you got anything from this is a free podcast. So all we ask is that you share it with a friend or colleague or somebody else in the industry to help them grow their business and make an impact. Because, like Alex Hormozi says, we're tired of seeing entrepreneurs be broke and we don't want you to be one of them. So we want to help your restaurant have success in 2024 and on by implementing these strategies. So we'll see you back here for the next episode.